Hello and welcome to the second of our short conversations about customer vulnerability. If you watched this last time, you'll have seen an introduction to the vulnerable customer team, and I'm delighted to say I have the rest of the team with me this morning. So I've got Lisa, Kate and Emma joining me, and we said last week we'd talk about taking the fear out of having a vulnerable customer conversation. So Emma, I'm just going to jump straight in there. How do we take the fear out of having a vulnerable customer conversation?
Yeah, so it's just having a conversation with a customer. It's like, try and understand what the customer needs from Skipton to be able to support them for their situation.
Yeah.
Everyone's situation's totally different. So what might work for you might not work for somebody else. And it's just really trying to understand that person.
Yeah, okay. So for someone watching, Lisa, who maybe is thinking, I haven't had one of these conversations before, what sort of indicators are they looking out for then that someone may be showing signs of vulnerability?
So we need to be listening out for customers who are perhaps have somebody else speaking on their behalf, interrupting somebody in the background, talking to them, perhaps somebody who's a bit irate, a bit angry over the phone, and establishing what the reasons are for that. Is it a potential vulnerability? And lack of understanding, financial understanding. Do they really understand what the products and services are that we're offering? Do they make sense to the customer? And is there a potential vulnerability there as well?
Okay, so fairly simple things, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And Kate, you've sort of worked in the team, so again, is there any best practice that you would sort of suggest for people looking to have better conversations about vulnerability?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things we can do. Really let the customer drive the conversation, let them speak, don't make any assumptions.
Okay.
And don't interrupt them if they're having a bit of sharing something that's quite important. Listen and ask open questions when they've sort of shared something with you.
Right, okay. And so going back to you then, what sort of what methods of support are out there for people looking at this kind of thing?
So we've got a dedicated team internally with 6 colleagues in it who can support colleagues. We've also got the dedicated broker support team as well for our brokers, and we've also got an internal chatbot which provides instant support for colleagues as well.
All right, okay. So hopefully we haven't dealt sort of really deeply, but we've talked about a little bit about taking the fear out of some of this stuff. That's a couple of sort of conversations we've had, and there's a couple of strands that have come out of the 2 sessions. Perhaps what we can do, certainly for our broker community, that we could maybe help them with regards to that, and maybe touch more on the support that we could provide, the practical stuff as well. So if you're watching this and you want to give us some feedback as to the way we should be having those conversations next, we'll happily take your feedback, but hopefully you found a bit of value for joining us today. Thank you.